Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Aries. Hello, Aries. I hope you are doing great. Let's get right into your reading. You have two messages here from Spirit. I'm going to read you those two messages, and then we're going to go right into the tarot portion of the reading, okay? So your first two messages from Spirit, it ain't my messages, it's from Spirit, okay? They want you to know. Now, the first one you got, Aries, is, I'm going to read this one first because I think it can go in order. Let's go for it. It says flow. Alignment brings ease. When you surrender resistance, things move effortlessly. So when you ain't trying to push or control, then it goes with the flow. Then things work out in your favor. Allow life to unfold without forcing an outcome. Follow the path of least resistance. Yeah, you got the Seven of Wands here in the past. Yeah, putting up a fight as usual, Aries. You know, fighting for your stuff, standing your ground. You know, the Spirit's telling you to go with the flow, and I think you've gotten this card before. So you know, let's go on with the next message here. All right, Aries. It says trying to rush an outcome may be creating tension. So then you've been feeling kind of a little. Some tension or maybe having some disagreements or not feeling like, you know, things are just going with a flow, it's because you're pushing an outcome, you're pushing a situation, or, you know. Loosen your grip and let life surprise you, Aries, okay? It ain't my reading. You know, this ain't, I didn't make this up. These cards that came out for you. You also have elevation. So again, I feel like a lot of you are going through, and I don't know if I told you this before, but you're going through a transformation, so an ending and a new beginning in your life, right? So something ended and something new is starting to form. It's starting to begin. It's not quite there yet, but it's in that process. And if some of you are feeling some kind of tension or resistance, I want to tell you it's because you're not going with the flow of this transformation. You are resisting it. You are trying to control it, or you're trying to stay in a certain situation, right? Or you're trying to keep something or take control over something that is not meant for you to do, because this is God, universe, and spirit doing this, okay? They're trying to push you in a different direction. So here you go. You got the Death card. You got the transformation card here twice. You got the Death card twice. You see how she's standing on this man, because it's their time. You know, the Death card is taking over, right? This old life, this old way of being, this old body is over, right? It's something to be rebirthed, something new to begin, right? And again, and I'm not kidding, you got the card twice. It's two different decks, transformation. Those both are the Death cards. So I'm going to read the Death card to you, Aries, okay? It says, sometimes in life, an identity, a belief, a relationship, or habit, or cycle is ready to die. See? It says you're going through an evolution, a change. So a certain way that you were living your life, or a certain way you were being, or certain things that were going a certain way. Maybe you felt like you had more control over your life. Maybe something has came to an end and it caused you have to shift the way that you do things in your life around now. You don't have, it's not going in that way anymore. And the reason it is because God, universe is shifting your life. And they're bringing that to an end. They're bringing that to your awareness so it can come to an end. And some of you are resisting it here, right? You have the Ten of Wands. So some of you, that's, again, you have the Ten of Wands and you have the Ten of Swords. Okay? So it's telling you that something needs to come to an end. You're at the 10. This is the completion for something new to begin for you, okay? You have the Wheel of Fortune here in your past, so it is something that started for a lot of you. And you have the Seven of Wands, so a lot of you have resisted it. So either you haven't ended a relationship. Let's say if it was just a certain way you were living your life and it was disrupted or changed through any means. It could be health, it could be finance, you know, it lost a job, or someone, anything, and it changed something for you. You have been still fighting to hold it or get it back or to keep it the way it was, or to something. And it's not meant for you to do that. The Ten of Wands is like dropping burdens. Okay, dropping that old way, ending something. Okay, and whatever has changed for you, the Spirit is offering you the advice of this. It says innocence. Okay, it says approach life with a sense of wonder. Stay open to insights and new ideas that are coming. So whatever is ending, they want you to look at it with a different perspective. Not as, oh, I've lost this, oh, it's never going my way. Oh, in a depressed kind of state, or even needing to feel like you have to overprove something. But to more look at it as in a fresh new idea, what can I start? What can I bring? What this is ended, but now what? What can I do now, like in a positive way? What can I bring to the table now this is gone, or now I don't have this kind of burden on me, or this kind of responsibilities on me, or this is gone now what can I do moving forward in a positive way? Now what can I implement? How can this help change and elevate my life? Okay, you have Seven of Cups. So again, a lot of you could be dealing with confusion right now. You're a little confused, some of you may be feeling a little stuck because you're kind of maybe out of your comfort zone where you don't have as much control over a situation or outcome that you thought you did. And again, some of you could be dealing with work. It could just be dealing with something in your personal life, or just the way things were, that a relationship, or the way things were that are not longer like in your comfort zone, like more in your hands. And look up the energy of the number 7, because you're in the energy of the number 7 as well, right? This requires you to strategize for something new, not to hold on to what it was, or try to hold on to control, or to fight your way through. It's not required for you to do that at this time, Aries. It's required for you to look at things with fresh eyes and new opportunities and new prospects, and saying goodbye to what was. Even though that might be hard for you, that is what's required. Okay? Some of you is going to do with your work or a project or something you've been working on or building, because you have the Hangman with that, which is talking about getting more clarity and enlightenment. Maybe a job, maybe something you're working on. For others of you, it's going to be a relationship here. Okay? Yeah, there's some of you. Overall, it's just about your life structure here. Maybe the way things were, and maybe the way things been. But it's like you're needing to kind of look at it with a new set of eyes, because whatever is ending or closing out that you keep fighting to keep, or keep allowing yourself to have a lot of responsibilities, or keep putting a lot on your shoulders, or keep fighting to keep something, or keep the control over something, or to keep something in place. I don't know what that is. It's going to be different for you. The harder it's going to be for you, and I'm not saying that to scare you or anything. I'm saying that to enlighten you, to help you release that, because when you do that, something better can come in, okay? Because you have the Chariot card. Some of you could be relocating or moving, or just transitioning into another state of being in life. You don't need to do all this fighting. You don't need to be working so hard. You don't need to feel like you need to be so in control all the time. Okay, and this has something to do with your structure, or your belief system of how you just believe that this is the way things are. And you are definitely fighting to try to keep that structure. And Spirit is definitely telling you, eh. Okay? He is definitely telling you with this Death card, eh. Okay? I'm not trying to be funny, because if you look at it, way I see and you don't see it, Spirit's calling you to use your intuition, because you do kind of feel like, man, I don't know why this keeps going this way, or I don't know why something like this keeps happening, or something is pulling you in a certain direction here. And it's you might need to just strategize here. It's something that you also are telling yourself, which are illusions here with the Eight of Swords, because you have the Eight of Swords here right in the center of your reading. And this is telling yourself certain things, right? You see how this woman is facing this woman that is trapped, but that woman is her. She's looking down at that woman, and that woman feels like she's trapped, she's tied up, she can't see where she's going, she feels like she's hopeless, she has no control. And the other woman is a warrior standing here. They both are the same person. It's your light side and your shadow side. facing each other, right? But at the same time, you need to balance out this energy and drop burdens on yourself, right? You don't have to continue to keep being that warrior and that fighter. It is a time for you to strategize, but God and Spirit is already moving things already for you and aligning things for you, even if you don't see it. It's nothing that you feel you need to keep trying to hold on to or fight for or do, because the more it seems like you do that or to try to keep something, or look at it in a negative way because it's not there the same way it was, or you can't do the same things you did, and you look at it as a loss because you have the Five of Cups, or a relationship or something, whatever you feel like you're not losing anything. That's just your perception of it. And the more that you look at it from that lens, you don't get to see or allow yourself to see what else you can have or whatever you are able to obtain or build or get, because you're looking at the loss size of it, like the loss of control over, or you don't have it anymore, or something like that. Spirit is calling on you to release that identity and that thought process, because those things need to come to an end. You are going through a metamorphosis. You're going through a transformation, a change right now, Aries. Even if you're not sure about that, even if you didn't know it, we're clicking this video, I'm here to tell you this is what this is, okay? You're going through a change. And so things that are ending in your life, or are not going as smoothly in your life, or not going the way it used to go in your life, or maybe people are leaving out of your life, that's not meant to hurt you, and it's not for you to look at it with sorrow, you know. And I'm not telling you not to have sadness for what it was, but it's setting you up to something, for something so much better is what I'm trying to get you to understand, okay? And you don't have to keep fighting to keep it anymore. You can release it and allow yourself to move forward here, because you will be taken care of. Spirit is going to align things for you, and you're going to feel a more ease when you do that. You're going to feel like weight is lifted off of you, instead of you feeling like you have to fight and get everything that you want, or work yourself down to the bone in order to get whatever it is you're trying to get. Okay? That's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. I have a sore throat. This weather. Okay? I hope this helped, Aries. I love you. And bye for now.